Hey everyone, welcome to Bickering Book Reviews. I'm Sarah,
And I'm Becky.
and today we're talking about In a Holidaze by Christina Lauren. So we got this from a lot of different places, unfortunately, because originally we got it from Becky, got it from NetGalley, I got it from Edelweiss, and then Becky, being the lucky duck that she is, she won one of those NetGalley giveaways. I thought those were just like fake and nobody
It was
won
a
them.
Goodreads giveaway.
I keep saying NetGalley, but I mean Goodreads. It was a Goodreads giveaway.
I have won one other time, like 8 years ago. But no, like I entered because like when it came up and they announced it, and I entered it and put it on my want to read list, but I didn't think I was going to win it, and then so I went in and requested it through NetGalley. So then I got it through NetGalley, and then they're like, "You won the ARC," and I was like, "Yay!"
That's awesome. I just thought they were like fake. That's how they were taking all of our information.
I
I'm
have
not gonna do it
never,
for free books, but
like I said, I probably enter like 50 of those a year, and which made me excited because like I love these authors, so.
yeah, and I am actually really growing to like them as well. And
Yeah.
you introduced me to them. Okay, so let's talk about what this book is about. So Maisie and her family go to this cabin every Christmas, every year for Christmas. And they go to this cabin with her parents' college roommates that have been like lifelong friends. So it's another couple. They're two boys who are the same age as Maisie, and then she also has a younger brother. Then also kind of this other single dude that kind of hangs out, and his name is Benny, and she just latches onto him. He's like one of those really like great uncles that like you can tell everything to and talk through everything. Anyway, so while she's there, she gets drunk and has a drunken makeout with Theo. The only thing is, she's been in love with his older brother since she was like a teenager.
And they're all like in their late 20s now.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, because we usually read YA books, but this is an adult book.
Yeah, it's an adult book. So it would be okay that they were drinking.
There's
they're, of
eggnog
age.
involved.
They're of age. Anyway, the makeout session didn't go great. And then flash forward to the next day, and Theo is being totally weird about it. And Maisie is just like, what did I do? And she knows it's going to completely change everything about the dynamics. And then they also find out that the one couple is going to be selling the cabin. So, like, they're not going to have that anymore. And so Maisie's just like, makes a wish into the universe, like, please show me what would make me happy. And that then puts her into this time loop, kind of like they call it Groundhog's Day, which I think is hilarious, but it also kind of sounds kind of dirty. Um,
But that's a great movie.
yeah, I mean, and it's essentially what's happening. So she goes back and she's trying to make these changes, and she's not getting it right every single time. And so one time she's just like, F it. I'm going to just be real. I'm going to say what I got to say. And that really kind of changes her trajectory. And she tells Andrew, how she really feels. And so then she has to kind of deal with the fallout of being honest about her feelings. And it's an adorable romance that, while it is set in the days around Christmas, it's not over the top Christmassy, which is awesome.
Because Sarah doesn't like Christmas.
I don't like Christmas, okay? But I can deal with Christmas like now because it's, September, October, and Christmas is enough away that it doesn't bug me.
Well, and when I was reading this, I kept wondering, I'm like, is this too much Christmas for Sarah? But you said it wasn't. So I really liked this book. I've been reading these authors for years, and some of their older books are my favorite. And this reminds me so much of like them like 5 years ago. It was funny and it was so cute.
It was adorable. And like, I love Andrew.
Yes. Now, they know how to
he-
write a good male lead.
Well, and he to me felt very realistic. He felt not like your traditional broody, toxically masculine romantic lead. Like, he felt like a normal dude that like will go on to be a great dad and like will be a great husband and is like, you know, solid.
Right.
He
Well,
was
and I
kind
also like loved all the little stuff their family did. Like it was like there was like they were making snowmen, but instead of snowmen, they were like animals, and like they had this like bizarre scavenger hunt, and like it was all like these little weird. It was like so quirky. It was every aspect of it was just there was just like a charm over everything.
yeah, the family dynamics were fun. And I love big family books. Even though like they're friends, they still felt like family.
Right.
And I love books like that because you felt like you were in on the inside jokes, and so that was great.
Well,
I
I
even
think
like the main character too.
well,
Like
no,
it,
I did. I liked Malin. Well, and you said it really well too. It was like every time she time looped, it was different enough that you weren't like, oh, here we go again.
yeah, like sometimes with those time loop books, they just get stale, and you're just like, I don't want to live through this another time. But yeah, it was fresh enough each time that I was like, okay, I can stick with this. And then at one point, like you had mentioned this when we were talking earlier, um, when you got to the one where she's like saying F it, you're just like, please don't loop this,
Right.
don't loop this.
Like you
I
would
mean,
read this like great part, and you'd be like, "Oh, don't undo this! Don't! Just keep
yeah,
going! Just keep
like
going!" Like I was
how is
like
it gonna, what's gonna
angry at
happen
the
if it
point
does
we
loop? And yeah, it was. I mean, I think we're just ready to rate it because, like,
did. Yeah,
I don't. Do we have
I
anything more
really,
to
like
say
I said,
about it?
I
I just
really
really
enjoyed it.
enjoyed it.
I don't think so. I don't think I've enjoyed one of their books this much since Josh and Hazel's Rules for Not Dating, or well, no, I liked the One Night Stand, but I loved Roomies, and this reminded me of Roomies, which is probably my favorite book by them. So,
Cool.
yeah,
Well, they were kind of roomies now.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, so our rating scale goes from 5 unicorns down to 2 unicorns. If we don't like it, it doesn't get a horn and is therefore a horse. So where are you?
I'm at a 4. Like this was so much fun to read. Like I'm almost at a 4.5.
I'm at a 4 as well. Because it was fun to read, it was fresh, and I'm like, why am I not at a 5? Is what
I
I don't
know that's kind of
know.
where I am too, but I think for some reason it just doesn't like feel like a 5. Like it's like I said, it's like a solid 4.5. Like so, this has been one of the most fun books I've read like in months, if
Yeah,
not a
I'm
year, the
so
whole
glad we
year.
read this book. Like it went fast.
Yes.
It was fun. I was engaged. You
Yeah.
know, like it was good. I'm glad we read this one.
So yeah, I think if people who are fans, they need to read this. Like
If you need to change, if you're in a reading slump, this is it. Like just take this one on.
I
That's what
enjoyed
I
it. So that is where we are on In a Holidays, and we'll see
so
you around.
bye.
Bye.